crinkles and sprinkles. We are going to base a cake with an Icer tip. This tip is number 789, and it is stamped into the, I don't know if you can see that, it's stamped into the tip. All of the tips have numbers on them. So I already cut my bag. It's a 21-inch bag. I like the 21-inch ones for basing. So we don't need a coupler. We just put the tip into the bag. And then we put our icing in. So give me a minute here. Okay, so my bag is full, and then I squeeze it down, and you're going to want to start. This cake is chilled, by the way. When you chill your cake, you don't really need simple syrup, although it does help for dryness of the cake, but you don't really need it. As for your icing, you can get Wilton icing. So you start on one corner. I'll finish that in a minute. So you start on one corner, and you just go down. Don't know if you can see that. Do the next corner. And then you're going to want to go from the edges. Let me pull this back a little bit. So go on your edges like this, and you can overlap it a little bit. If you have some space right here and you're a little worried about that, you can go to the edge. See, like this side right here isn't quite all the way up to the end, so you can just go a little farther over. Let me get a little bit more icing in here. Okay, that would be my dog. I'm sorry. Okay, and then finish your edges. Then you can just put do a good squeeze. And then I'm going to squeeze this out. I have a bucket of icing. And I just noticed the other day that you can buy icing on Amazon. So what you're going to want to get is buttercream, and you want to make sure that it's pre-whipped. Otherwise, it's going to be a solid, and you're going to have to mix it. And before you use it, if you put it in your mixer and whip it up with a paddle, that makes a really nice, airy, beautiful consistency for icing your cake. You can also go where Wilton supplies are sold, and you can get yourself some Wilton icing. Or you can go on Pinterest. They have amazing recipes for fillings and buttercreams and just about anything you can imagine. I'm sure you've been on Pinterest. Who hasn't at this time? But they have recipes for lemon, buttercream, and just every flavor you can think of. And for your fillings, the curds are the best. A lemon curd tastes kind of like a lemon meringue pie. So good. So anyways, then you're going to want to spread this out. And make sure you have enough room so you're not touching the cake, because you don't want to flip those crumbs up, so you don't touch the cake. So the first thing you're going to do is spread this on the top. And we can take our cake comb. And you usually, I'm sorry for my dog, usually take the medium one. So you have a big one, and then you have small teeth, and then you have a medium. So you usually take the medium, and you're going to want to drag it along your sides. And you're going to kind of push into it because you want to take off that excess icing, because you don't want a whole ton of icing on your cake. So you pull it along the sides. You go from corner in. I don't know if you can see that. And corner in. And you want to keep it straight, not tilted. You want to keep it straight against your cake, that side. And then you do the other. Corner in, and just get off that excess icing. Okay, and then you can take your spatula and you can clean up your board. So you just go run it on the edge. It's hard to tell what you can see. Let me see if I can tilt it a little bit. So see this edge right here? So you just clean that up like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take, you can either use this, what do I do with my other spatula, or you can use this spatula. I always go from the corners to the center, corner in, and so you kind of push when you're doing it because you want to get that excess icing off. If you buy, you can also get a recipe for Wilton icing. Okay, so you just get that excess off of there. And this is kind of, and you just smooth it out. So that's it. And I dropped this. I was also going to show you, if you want to do something super simple, you can even take this and you could do a design on the top. So you can do squiggles, you can draw it straight across. Got a little extra over here. Whoops, went a little too deep. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for learning how to base ice a tip with an Icer tip. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful and helpful. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.